Using this fantasy character, you'll never get bored while destroying his opponents with the Buster Sword. And getting wins is what this character has vowed. Let's all welcome Cloud. When first announced, this review was very hype. This character can attack from all places, even a pipe. Plant Gang, rise up and help me chant. It's Piranha Plant! Hello and welcome to another edition of Amiibo Fight Night. We're back. Let's go. I'm very excited. This is a fun series that, well, I'm just hoping to have a lot of fun with, and I think it can provide a lot of fun. Alright, we're going to stop saying fun. Alright, anyway, I'm your host for the evening, Slackerz. So, if you haven't seen it before, I think now's a good time. We will pop the rules right up on screen right now, so you can check these out. Alright, so I'm not going to read these rules back verbatim, just going to kind of skim through them real quick. If you want to pause the video to read these rules, feel free to. Nothing wrong with that. So, quick rules again. There will be 5 matches on the night. Each match will consist of a 5-minute time limit, 3 stock rules with no items, final destination / battlefield variants of every stage. Let's see. I mean, that's pretty much the rules for the for each match. Like I said, there's 5 matches on the card for the night. Every match is a 1v1. So we're going to move on, and I will show you guys tonight's fight card. But again, if you need to read the rest of the rules real quick, feel free to pause the video. Otherwise, we're going to continue to the fight card. So here is tonight's fight card. We got ourselves what's shaping up to be a pretty good one, I'm expecting. So in match number 1, kicking off the evening, it will be Captain Falcon from the F-Zero series taking on the two-dimensional, the Flat Lord, what? I don't know. Mr. Game & Watch, we'll just call him that, because that's his name. Very easy to cut there. Alright, so Falcon versus Game & Watch in match number 1. Matchup number 2, Lady Palutena will be taking on Ness from Earthbound, or the Mother series, whichever you want to call it. In matchup number 3, which actually, now that I look at this, this could be the most one-sided match tonight, and I'll explain that once we get to the match. But we have Ike from Fire Emblem taking on Pichu from the Pokemon series. Matchup number 4, which I'm expecting to be very good. Got a couple sword users duking it out in this one. Shulk from the Xenoblade franchise taking on Link. The legend himself is here for his first fight in Amiibo Fight Night. So that leads us to the main event, which once I get to the main event, I will break down each of these Amiibo's stats. And yeah, just a little bit of a kind of a background sort of on the Amiibo, if that makes sense. But we have Cloud taking on Piranha Plant. So without any further ado, let's jump right in to match number 1. We have Captain Falcon. Just got to scan these guys in real quick. There we go. There's Falcon. And here comes his opponent, Mr. Game & Watch. Here we go. Let's hit start. Let's do this. This shall be fun. Alright. First match. Now, again, I will reiterate after, especially from last week, how our rankings going to work throughout the season. Well, wins and losses are definitely going to be a key feature into deciding characters' ranking. So, again, top 16 end up making the tournament at the end, so like the playoffs at the end of the season. But after the last week in the season, we have a last chance tournament consisting of the characters, or the Amiibos in this case, that finish in 15th through the 22nd place. So it's an 8-character tournament, and then the 2 characters that make it to the finals of that tournament make it into the to the actual playoffs themselves. So that's how that goes. And plus, we take into a factor how many lives remaining total did you have throughout the season. So, for example, if Captain Falcon were to win 3-0, he has 3 lives remaining, which is very big because that's extremely hard to do, 3-0 your opponent. So it's very big for Captain Falcon. And then since Game & Watch loses, he has, well, 0 lives. But Game & Watch picking up the first elimination right there, point for Game & Watch, which is good. You want to try to get the best differential that you can, especially if it's going to come down to, a tiebreaker. just another tiebreaker that we got that we can kind of settle things on. So it's looking good. We'll see what happens. Well, let's get to the action. So again, Game & Watch is up 1-0 currently. Fun little fact, Game & Watch was one of the first few Amiibos that I actually had trained. And I'm going to be... Oh, Captain Falcon whiffs on the final smash. Game & Watch has it now, but he can activate that whenever. Probably carry Captain Falcon right off stage. Whenever he wants to, he's got to activate it before it goes away. Timer's running down. The meter, there it goes. He activates it. Can he grab him? Gets him. Easy point, Game & Watch. Easy point. Falcon's going to need to step up. He's going to need somewhat of a miracle here. He's definitely behind the 8-ball in this case. And that 8-ball happens to be only 2-dimensional, so that favors Game & Watch somehow because it's 2-dimensional, I guess. But let's go, Game & Watch. Let's see if you can't pull off a 3-0 victory. I guess a little bit of a spoiler if you didn't see the other night's fight night for week 1. Ridley defeated Ganondorf. There you go, Falcon picks up a point, so it's not going to be 3-0, but at least you got a point. At least you got a point. But yeah, Ridley ended up defeating Ganondorf, who I considered my most powerful Amiibo. Ridley defeated him 3-0, so Ridley was looking very good. Very strong, very smooth, just an all-around great Amiibo, so we'll see how he does going into the future, but he'll be back eventually. But enough about Ridley and Ganondorf, back to the action. Falcon with 1 life left, Game & Watch with 2. Looks like Game & Watch is just kind of sitting there taking his time. He's not the most aggressive Game & Watch, I will be completely honest. And for Falcon, I went for just trying to connect those powerful moves. Not a lot of combos for the Amiibo that you will see. Just trying to hit the big, Falcon kicks, the punches, and then, smash attacks. Not a lot of little combos, not a lot of air attacks, which I guess technically... That is it. Game & Watch ends up taking this one. Game & Watch picking up the W. So 2 lives remaining for Game & Watch. Sitting in a good spot with that. 2-0 your opponent. Not too shabby, Game & Watch. Not too shabby. Alright, that means we have to move on to match number 2, which is the characters I will... Here we go. I gotta scan them in. There we go. That took a while. First up, Lady Palutena, and her opponent for the evening is Ness from Earthbound. Let's do it. 5 minutes, 3 stock. Let's see what happens. It'd be interesting to see if any of the... I don't expect any of these matches to ever go the time limit, but I'd be very curious to see what would happen. Obviously, we'll probably have to have an overtime if they're tied, or... Actually, no, I just think it'd be boring. I don't want to see the time limit, because that just means both the Amiibos aren't really aggressive, they're not attacking, they're just kind of maybe avoiding, and I don't want to see that. Nobody wants to see a boring fight of just avoidance and, just no combat. Let's duke it out. Let's get in there. All right, Palutena. Show off some moves here. There we go. Okay, well, she showed off her moves. She's still sitting at 0%. All right, well, now 17. Palutena's looking strong. Got a nice little start. PK Thunder, or PK Flash, excuse me, there by Ness. Palutena's putting together a little bit of sort of chip damage here and there, and hey, that chip damage is going to start stacking up, and then it's only going to PK Starstorm. Hey, Ness needs to hit this and hit up quite a few of them. If not for the elimination, at least get the point. Oh, at least hey, got the point right there. You got the point right there, and that's what matters. You don't want to lose 3-0 because, well, if it comes down to a tiebreaker with that character towards the end of the season, you're just going to be sitting terrible. You want as high of total lives remaining. So, again, lives remaining actually carries over from week to week. So, last match, for example, Game & Watch won with 2 lives remaining. If Game & Watch wins his next match with 2 lives remaining, that means he has a total of 4 lives remaining for his matches so far. Palutena catching Ness, beautifully done, and is currently sitting with a final smash. Able to use the black hole mega laser. She uses it right there. Of course, Ness had 0 damage. Got up to 32, which is good. Oh, Ness got it. Oh, and then Ness is done. Ness got the point, but Ness is done. Hey, I mean, look, 1-0, not terrible. I still think Palutena looked pretty strong, though. So, congrats to Palutena winning that one. So, she starts off on the right foot for the season, 1-0. that leads us to matchup number 3. And this one I think could be one of the more lopsided matches. And by that I mean, obviously, Ike, he's a slower, heavier hitting character. And I put a lot of emphasis on that for his support spirits, weapon attack, more damage, that kind of stuff. And then we have the tiny little Pichu. Gonna take a lot of knockback, so this one could be quick. This one could be absolute devastation. But you never know what could happen. Never know what could happen. Fountain of Dreams is the stage. Let's do this, shall we? You almost can't tell it's a different stage. You know, you can't tell it's the Battlefield variant. Very similar, very similar. Slight differences, obviously, but very similar. Alright, but Pichu coming out strong. I like it. Putting together a little bit of, that chip damage and a little bit of combos. That damage is going to add up. It's only going to take one attack for an elimination. But again, Ike, I promise you, hits very hard. If he connects like 2 of them, Pichu could be in very big trouble. Oh, if he would have hit that. If he would have hit that. But no, Pichu's on him. Pichu's playing the aggressor in this match. Ooh, was able to block that by Ike. Aether did not connect. Pichu with the Skull Bash, get back on stage. Ike at 142. There's a big hit by Ike. There's a big hit. Ooh, went for the counter and missed. Activated it a bit early. Get back on stage there. Pichu trying to play. Oh, see, there you go. Just a couple big attacks and Ike's going to get points. But hey, Ike is sitting at 150. Pichu only needs one big attack and Ike should be done. Uh-oh. Final smash? Or is Pichu going to get rid of him in time? There goes Ike. No final smash for Ike. Alright. We're sitting even. We're all squared. 1-1 apiece. 2 lives remaining for each, obviously. That's how that works. But Ike needs to... I want to see a little bit more aggressive side of Ike. But then again, he doesn't need to be extremely aggressive. Oh, Pichu with the final smash. Here we go. Racking up damage. Racking up damage. Ike's over 70%. Pichu at 55. Ike has his own final smash. Able to connect it. This could be disastrous for Pichu. And there you go. The small hitbox, the big knockback that this tiny character takes, is going to be a big disadvantage for him in the season, especially against these heavier hitting characters. So, I mean, hey, Pichu's putting up a fight, though. Pichu, like I said, looks to be a bit more aggressive, but Ike just needs... Ooh, Pichu's able to block. But Ike just needs to, connect a couple of... There it is again. One more and Pichu will be... Oh, if you would have caught that. If you would have caught that. All right, Ike. You going to try to put it away, or are you going to let Pichu back into this fight? We'll see what happens. Goes for a random counter, and Pichu's nowhere near it. Another missed counter. Pichu, here's your chance. Pichu with the spike. Love it. Love it, Pichu. Down there. That's how you do it. Get back in the game, Pichu. We want to see it. We want to see it happen. The underdog. The Cinderella story. The self-inflicting, damaging character, Pichu. You're in it until you have no lives left. That's how this works. That's how this works. Pichu going to try to catch Ike off stage again? Nah, it doesn't look like it. Back to center stage they go. Just kind of dancing back and forth. Ike able to connect and attack. Oh, Pichu blocks it, luckily. That could have been very disastrous, but he's able to block. Oh, and there it is. Pichu trying to come down through the platform. Ike catches him with the up attack. Boom. Ike hits hard. And that's pretty much what saved him. We'll be honest. That's what saved him in this match. Ike ends up winning 1-0. Total, 1 life left. Pichu had none, easily. So, that's that. So, we get to move on to a very interesting match now. Matchup number 4. We have Shulk from the Xenoblade series. This is actually one of the most recent Amiibos that I trained, so be curious to see how he plays out. He looked good in a few matches that I had him in, so we'll see how he fares against Link. Now, Link's playstyle for the Amiibo, I tried to go a bit more sort of control-y with, the boomerang and the remote bomb, that sort of stuff. So we'll see if Link can kind of play the little bit of the range game. He doesn't need to, but that's kind of the style that I had for Link, so let's see if it pays off. Shulk, yes, you can tell Shulk's been playing a lot off stage so far in the early game. That is one big thing I was doing with Shulk. And, oh, Shulk almost striking first early. Under 30 seconds, almost had one. Uses the, uh-oh. I thought he had Link right there. Link might have gotten himself right there. But he's back on stage. Ooh, blocks the boomerang coming back too. Shulk, very nice. There you go. Link hitting the up B, connecting that, getting some damage. There's the boomerang. Let's see what you got, Link. Let's see what you got. You gonna climb back in this? I don't know. Oh, Shulk's looking pretty decent right now. He's got the jump. He's got the jump. The under half meter, that jump is pretty much gone. Did not really do too much for him right there. So, there you go. Shulk coming back. Shulk coming back. Remote bomb is in play. Link activates it very nicely. Ends up hitting Shulk right there. We like to see it. Link has the final smash. Link has not used the final smash. Ledge grab. Oh! Beautifully done by Link. It almost seemed like he kind of baited Shulk to grab the ledge. Uh-oh. Link is... There goes Link. Shulk gets it. But he almost seemed like he was baiting Shulk to not grab the ledge, and then he... not combos, but he just timed it perfectly. That was well done by Link there. But then he immediately lost a second stock, so... That's... I mean, sometimes that's the way it goes. You make a nice play, and then immediately you lose your own stock. So, here's what it is. Shulk with 2 lives left. Link down to his last one. 65% to 52%. Link's gonna need to really start putting together some boomerangs, some remote bombs, sword slashes, whatever. He's gonna need to start really racking up some damage. Stay away from Shulk's up attack, and he didn't. Shulk wins 2-0. Shulk looked pretty strong. I'm happy with that. Like I said, Shulk was one of the most recent amiibos that I trained, so seeing how he compares against other ones, I like it. Good work, Shulk. Good work. 2-0 for you. Not bad. But you know what that means? It is time for the main event of the evening. So let's go check out some stats for these amiibos in the main event. Using this fantasy character, you'll never get bored while destroying his opponents with the Buster Sword. And getting wins is what this character has vowed. Let's all welcome Cloud. Alright, so here are Cloud's stats. Show that real quick. 828 for attack, 845 for defense. So typically my spirits are around 1,000, so they're not maxed for stats by any means. So Cloud's a bit defensive, but enthusiastic, as you can tell. Weapon attack increased for damage and undamaged attack as well. So the longer he stays undamaged, obviously it's going to help him. He's going to have more attack. Does not have the 3rd support spirit slot. Still open. Still kind of playing with what I want to see. So there is Cloud. And yeah, I guess that means we have to move on to his opponent. When first announced, this review was very hype. This character can attack from all places, even a pipe. Plant Gang, rise up and help me chant. It's Piranha Plant! I wanted to do some stupid little corny intro, but that's what you get. I'm doing that for every main event. I'm doing that for every main event. Alright, here's Piranha Plant stats. I just realized Piranha Plant's like half of what others should be. Only 556 attack, 503 defense. But he's a quick little grabby one, play style, I guess. But he's got air attacks, definitely. Air attacks, spikes, offstage stuff. Big sort of moveset, big sort of play style. That's how I go with Piranha Plant. And then I have dash attacks as well. I'm thinking about putting something on for like maybe physical attacks overall. So, I mean, he's got a lot of bites. He's got a lot of, I guess, technically kicks with the the potted plant itself. So, definitely room for more improvement and stat increases, but that's Piranha Plant. So, let's get to tonight's main event. Our fighters have been scanned in. Let's get to the main event. Who is going to come out victorious? We shall find out in roughly 5 minutes. Here we go. Cloud. As with Ganondorf, I feel Cloud's a little bit one of my more powerful, just better trained amiibos. I've done quite a few amiibo tournaments. Cloud has either won, I know he's won one for sure. He's been in the finals of a few of them as well. So Cloud definitely not just participates, but performs extremely well. And Piranha Plant coming back right there, but I'd have to say Cloud is going to probably be one of the early season favorites if I had to put money on it. But then again, I would have said the same thing about Ganondorf. And back in week 1, a couple days ago, yeah, Ganondorf lost 0-3, so that's not very good. Cloud's back on stage, though, with the ledge grab. There you go. Is that going to be enough to knock out Piranha Plant? Go for the spike. Ooh, Piranha Plant able to somewhat evade and kind of counter that. Ooh, racking up damage on Cloud right there. There's the throw. Get off stage and do something. Oh, he missed it. Went for the down special, but did not hit it. Did not hit it. Cloud with the... Oh, Cloud gets it. First point to Cloud in this main event. Piranha Plant's trying to rack... Oh, Cloud's over 100. There you go. Piranha Plant literally snaps back with his first point. So here we go. Piranha Plant just chucking that right off stage. Very interesting point right there. Uses Cloud as a footstool, and he gets a point off of it and randomly activates Petey Piranha. Goodbye, Petey. Thanks for showing up. We appreciate that. Cloud's got a final smash. He's going to need to use it. I mean, the meter's still full. Cloud, don't sit in the poison ink gas. What are you doing, bro? Omnislash completely misses. That almost cost Ike, or not Ike, sorry. That almost cost Cloud the match right there, but he's able to come back. He's down to 1 life, so he's got to be a bit careful here. Piranha Plant, though, putting up a decent little fight. There's Cloud. Cloud striking. Nope, not good enough. 114 damage per... Able to block it. Able to block it. Cloud, can you do something with this? Can you do... Oh! Piranha Plant gets him. Not enough, though. Cloud trying to get back on stage. Piranha Plant playing a little bit of the range game. Trying to run away. Just build up more damage. Maybe just a better attack. Misses the neutral. Cloud trying to just do whatever he can. Cloud wants a point at least. If not, he wants to win. There he goes. Cloud evens this up. 1 life apiece for everybody. Next elimination will win this. Let's see who gets it. Piranha Plant striking down special again. There he goes. Misses that one. Cloud looks to be with a dash attack right there. Hitting that one. Piranha Plant coming back. Insane recovery for a plant that's in a pot. Don't you agree? Yeah. Very, very strange in my opinion, but hey, it works. Piranha Plant with the final smash. Petey Piranha grabs, snaps up Cloud. That could be it. Cloud is done. Piranha Plant, in my opinion, just pulled off a very big upset. Piranha Plant looked pretty good right there. For what he did, I like to see it. Piranha Plant gets the victory. Congrats to him. So that will wrap up this week's Fight Night, or Amiibo Fight Night, I should say. I hope you guys enjoyed this. It's very fun for me to do. I enjoy this. I love Amiibos. So there you go. That is it. I have been your host, Slackerz, signing off saying, hopefully we catch you on the next one. Peace out, everybody.